When a silent and a hill love each other very much, magic happens. Until late last year, it was very hard being a Silent Hill fan. 2012 was the last official, big name release with Downpour, followed by the critically panned Silent Hill HD collection. And after that, we had the amazing, Hideo Kojima experience of PT, which was revealed to be Silent Hills by the end, but was ultimately scrapped. After that was dead silence for almost a decade, till we got Silent Hill Ascension, which was and I'm not making this phrase up, an interactive media experience, which was a choose-your-own-adventure kind of TV series. And after that disaster, we got Silent Hill The Short Message, a PT-inspired game that was just not that good, putting it mildly. Then in 2024, Bloober Team, who was ridiculed all throughout its development, by myself as well as I had some worries, they released the Silent Hill 2 remake, one of the best remakes in gaming in my opinion, and essentially resurrected the Silent Hill franchise and made it popular and loved again. People are now frothing at the mouth for the next one, as Bloober has announced they are in partnership with Konami to work on another Silent Hill game. Here's hoping for a Silent Hill 1 remake before we, delve into 3 and 4. With that out of the way, it's time to talk about Silent Hill F. Now, while F was announced about 3 years ago, we only got a slight tease a while back before just recently a new trailer dropped. Moving away from the West and the town of Silent Hill, we are getting a true Japanese game that takes inspirations from their own myths and legends of the country. The developer stated that they wanted the game to feel like Silent Hill, but with a Japanese twist in the 1960s. The story seems to also be in good hands, as it's being written by Ryukishi07, famous for the likes of, Higurashi and Umineko, from the When They Cry series. So while it'll be really, really good, prepare to be confused as hell. Now, onto the trailer itself. The body horror, the eerie atmosphere, accompanied by Akira Yamaoka, the composer for Silent Hill, dating all the way back to the original Silent Hill 2, means the game will carry forward his signature tones and feeling. Also, the F probably means forte from music, because how similar the font of F is to it. And, the explanation of forte, if someone wants to be, blissfully ignorant, forte meaning strong, or to be played or sung loudly. While no gameplay has been shown, we know of the protagonist, young high schooler Shimizu Hanako, will be braving the haunted town trying to survive. The direct quote from Konami: Shimizu Hanako was an ordinary teenager living an ordinary life. That is, until her town suddenly becomes shrouded in fog and her life quickly becomes a nightmare. Now she must explore her once familiar home while solving puzzles, fighting bizarre creatures, and doing everything she can to survive, ultimately facing an inescapable decision. This is a story of choices, both beautiful and horrifying. And horrifying it will be if the Steam store page is anything to go on. The game is going to have some strong themes like gender discrimination, child abuse, bullying, drug hallucination, torture, and so on and so on. This won't be a game for the faint of heart for sure. Now, visually what I'm getting at is so far it looks like a mix between Silent Hill and Fatal Frame, which could be a match made in heaven if done right. Now, my only concern so far is that the developer is Neobards Entertainment. Their resume hasn't exactly been amazing for Konami. They've got the Devil May Cry HD collection, the Resident Evil Origins collection, Resident Evil Reverse and Resistance, the Mega Man Battle Network Legacy collection, and Marvel's Avengers. So they've mostly just been doing collection games. But Bloober also didn't have, a great reputation either, and they came out swinging with the Silent Hill 2 remake. So I'm going to hold off judgment this time until more is shown. All in all, Silent Hill seems to be back on the menu, boys, and it is looking like it has a strong future ahead. With this and Bloober Team working on another remake, maybe Konami really is pulling their head out of their ass and turning the company around to focus more on actual video games instead of patch-a-slot nonsense. Time will tell if they can keep it up, but the future is looking pretty good.